Imagine standing in a store holding the latest phone you've been wanting for months. It's finally in stock. The price is a bit high, but just before you second-guess yourself, the checkout screen flashes an option. Buy now, pay later. And right below it, your credit card details are already saved.
At a single taps.
No big immediate payment. The phone is yours, and life feels easier. But what if I told you this tiny moment, that one tap, could shape your financial life more than you realize? Because combining buy now, pay later with your credit card isn't just about convenience. It can feel like magic in the moment, and like a trap later. But it can also be a smart financial tool if you know how to use it. Most people don't. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. If you're watching this on Finance Glow, hit the subscribe button right now, because the strategies you'll learn here can literally protect your future self from debt, stress, and financial mistakes. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming. Now let me take you into a situation most people never think about. You're making a purchase using BNPL through your credit card, and for the first few days, everything feels normal. Nothing has changed. You didn't pay right away, your card didn't max out, and your bank balance still looks healthy. You feel smart. Companies market BNPL as a no-interest, friendly, flexible option. And sometimes it is. But where things get tricky is that BNPL doesn't replace your credit card. It stacks on top of it. And when that happens, your brain receives two different signals. The BNPL service tells you, this is affordable. Your credit card says, you haven't paid yet. And your actual bank balance quietly watches, knowing the real payment is coming, not today, but soon. The delay is what fools most people. This mix of delay, comfort, and invisibility is why shoppers across the world are spending more than ever before. BNPL companies know human psychology better than we know our own habits. They know if the pain of payment feels smaller, you will buy more. But what happens when BNPL is linked to your credit card? That's where the real financial twist begins. When BNPL charges your credit card instead of your bank account, your purchase goes through two different cycles. First, the BNPL cycle split payments over weeks or months. Then your card cycle, which doesn't care about your BNPL schedule. If your card bill comes before your BNPL installment date, your credit card will show a bigger balance even though you haven't paid BNPL yet. This means if you don't pay your entire credit card bill in full, interest begins. And that interest is often way higher than what BNPL charges. So the zero-interest BNPL plan can silently turn into 20% to 30% interest through your card, and the user never sees it coming. This combination is one of the reasons millions of people get stuck in revolving credit card debt without realizing what triggered it. But let's slow down for a moment. It's easy to point fingers at BNPL or credit cards, but the truth is, both can be useful tools if handled with awareness. The real problem begins when we pay for things with money we haven't earned yet. And that's exactly what BNPL makes incredibly easy. It's too easy. That convenience is why companies love offering it. Every time you choose BNPL, the store earns more revenue, the BNPL provider earns a fee, and your credit card company earns interest if you slip even slightly. It's a perfect business model for them. But this video is about making the model perfect for you instead. Before we go deeper, let me remind you, if you're learning something important already, make sure to drop a comment after watching this. Tell me if you've ever used BNPL, or if you're planning to. And share this video with someone who shops online a lot. You could genuinely help them avoid a huge mistake. Now, let's get into how BNPL and credit cards work together behind the scenes. When you use a credit card to pay for a BNPL plan, the BNPL provider charges your card automatically according to their schedule. But they don't coordinate with your credit card billing cycle. So imagine this. You buy something on the 5th of the month using BNPL, your first. BNPL installment is due on the 20th, but your credit card payment date is the 15th. That means when your credit card statement is generated on the 15th, it shows the full purchase amount, not the BNPL installment, because credit cards only see the purchase, not the BNPL breakdown. And unless you pay your entire card balance, your next month starts building interest. This one detail causes a domino effect. The card shows a full balance. You pay a partial amount. The remaining balance becomes interest-bearing. Then the BNPL installment hits your card later. The next month, another BNPL installment hits. Even if BNPL was supposed to be interest-free, your card interest isn't. The BNPL plan remains zero interest, but your card turns it into a costly cycle. Now think about how many people use BNPL repeatedly. One for shoes, one for a phone, one for a gift, one for groceries. Each plan looks small, $20 here, $40 there, but the credit card behind them gets hit again and again, creating layers of small payments that pile up. And the most surprising part, many BNPL services don't report to credit bureaus, which means your credit score doesn't show that you're carrying multiple split payment plans. You might feel like your financial life is under control because your credit report looks clean, but your bank account feels the pressure every week. The danger here is silent overwhelm. It doesn't come in one big moment. It builds slowly. You begin delaying your credit card due payments. Start paying only the minimum. Interest grows. And suddenly, you're stuck in a loop of repayments that feel never-ending. The small BNPL installments that looked innocent become part of a monthly stress cycle where you constantly waiting for the next paycheck to relieve the pressure. But here's the good news, and this is the part most people never hear. BNPL and credit cards can actually work beautifully if used with intention. You can use BNPL for strategic purposes that genuinely benefit your financial life. You can use your credit card rewards without falling into high-interest traps. And you can combine both tools to manage cash flow more effectively. So let's flip the script. Let's talk about how to use BNPL plus credit card integration the smart way. First rule, never use BNPL for something you wouldn't buy in full today. This is the golden rule. If you wouldn't pay the full amount now, you shouldn't use BNPL to force the purchase. BNPL should help your cash flow, not your impulses. Second rule, if your credit card billing cycle is close to the BNPL charge date, move your installment due date with your BNPL provider if possible. Some BNPL apps let you reschedule payments. This can protect you from interest on your card. Third rule, always pay your credit card bill in full. If you're using BNPL with your credit card, partial payments can destroy your financial stability. The moment you pay anything less than the full card balance, your interest-free BNPL becomes a 20% interest nightmare. Fourth rule, use BNPL only for predictable and stable purchases, not emotional purchases. Things like electronics, planned expenses, furniture, essential home items. Not spontaneous shopping, not late-night online temptations. The clearer the purpose, the safer the plan. Fifth rule, track your BNPL payments. Write them down. Use an app, use a reminder system, anything. BNPL feels invisible because it hides behind future payments, so you must bring visibility back. One simple list can save you hundreds of dollars and hours of stress. Let's talk about rewards, because this is where the magic can happen if done right. When you use your credit card to pay for BNPL, you can actually earn cash back or points on the full purchase amount up front. This means you receive rewards instantly even though you're paying over time. If, and this is a big if, you pay your credit card in full each month. You're essentially earning rewards for something that didn't cost you full money up front. It's like the system is working for you instead of against you. This method is used by financially smart consumers who understand timing, billing cycles, and discipline. They treat BNPL like a personal cash flow management tool instead of a shopping shortcut. But this requires one thing: honesty with yourself. You must know your spending habits, your weaknesses, your tendencies. If you're someone who overspends when the payment feels small, BNPL will not help you. It will pull you deeper. But if you're someone who plans purchases, respects budgets, and stays organized, BNPL can be an extremely useful tool to manage your monthly cash. And when combined with a credit card that offers rewards, it can even be profitable. Let me give you a real example. Imagine you have to buy a $1,000 item. If you pay it outright with your credit card and clear it immediately, great. No interest, maybe some cash back. Imagine instead you choose a zero-interest BNPL plan for 4 months, and you link it to your credit card. You earn the same rewards up front. You don't lose money on interest because BNPL is zero interest. You pay your card in full every month. And you spread the cost across months while keeping cash in your bank for other important needs. That's what smart finance looks like. It's not about avoiding financial tools, it's about mastering them. Now let's talk about something even deeper: the emotional side of BNPL and credit cards. Money isn't just numbers, it's psychology, behavior, impulse, pressure, fear, guilt, excitement. Ability specifically designed to reduce the pain of paying. This pain is actually a good thing. It protects you from overspending. When pain is removed, spending becomes effortless, and effortless spending becomes expensive. That's the emotional trap. But if you learn to recognize it, you break the spell. Every time you choose BNPL, ask yourself, am I delaying payment because it helps my budget, or because it makes me feel like the item is cheaper? If it's the second one, that means the emotional trap is active. Before we wrap up here, the truth most people want to tell you, BNPL companies are not your enemy. Credit cards aren't evil. The problem is using these tools without education. And that SY Finance Glow exists to make sure you have the knowledge to use financial tools wisely and protect yourself. If more people understood how BNPL and credit cards work together, debt levels would drop instantly. But people don't know. They just follow the convenience. And convenience without awareness is expensive. If you learned something today, make sure to leave a comment and share your experience with BNPL. Your story might help someone else take control of their finances. Share this video with a friend or family member who shops online. Of course, subscribe to Finance Glow so you never miss important financial insights that can protect your money, reduce stress, and help you build a secure future. Remember this one thing before you go. It's not about how much you earn. It's about how much you manage. And the smarter you manage, the brighter your financial glow becomes.